Hello, my name is Robin Simmons, and this is my oral presentation for Psych 516. Organizational psychology is basically looking at the organization or a business from a psychological perspective. Using this perspective, we are able to study recent events and adjust the organizational aspect to accommodate to recent problems, such as preventing computer hacks, data breaches, job insecurity, or fairness in the workplace. One of the examples provided in our textbook is the election of President Barack Obama for 2 terms as president. For many years, the topic of advancement in the workforce was skewed against both women and African Americans. As he was the first Black president, it allowed people to acknowledge the advancement for minorities. This also opened up research to how the possibility of advancement influenced employee productivity. Therefore, with people being able to believe that they are advancing and that the organization is not skewed against them, or basically that everybody has a chance to succeed, productivity in the workplace can increase as long as it appears to be fair. Another example would be the advancement of computers in the workplace. As computers become more user-friendly, the responsibilities have changed. Now, home nurses are able to pull up your medical history on an iPad rather than bringing in a file with them and risking confidentiality. Electricians are able to print out summaries instantly and remotely from the comfort of their vans. And computers are now small enough to be portable, such as cell phones. As computers advanced, the workplace needed to advance with it. Therefore, everything as we know it continues to change, and what was done before can be obsolete now. Socialization is the process of how an organization acclimates a person to the work culture. For example, for Liberty University, there are several steps to socializing a newcomer. As the student begins their journey with Liberty, they are often contacted to make sure that they have everything they need to begin their classes. If they have any information or if they have any questions for the classes they're about to take, if they need help with financial aid, they have all of that at hand. And once they start their first class, they are contacted once again to make sure that they are adjusting well from the academic department. The first assignments in each class is the course requirements and the class introductions. The course requirements are in place so that the students are aware of the policies, the code of conduct, and the mission of the university. The class introductions are there to help to warm up the students to others, to their peers, and to the instructors, as each class they attend will be different. One of the new things they added to the class are the free discussion boards, where people can share notes or ask questions, and other students or the instructor is able to help them through it. This helps the students to feel connected to others, i.e. embeddedness, by knowing that they have that support both by the school and from their peers. I think that this program is very good at socializing newcomers because it is consistent and happens at the beginning of every class. On the other hand, for my job, the socialization process is completely different. You start off one-on-one with your supervisor, your administrator, and then you are in a class with other people. However, the class, even though you build relationships with them, it is not guaranteed that you will work with them. Therefore, even though you may feel connected, you still feel abandoned in a way, kind of lost. It's not as great of a program for embeddedness as for Liberty University. Work-family conflict is the spillover from the stress of work affecting family or personal events. The opposite, family work conflict, would be the impact of family or personal events affecting how you will work in the workplace. An organization can reduce work-family conflict by providing the organizational and supervisor support. Organizational support include policies and benefits for those that help the company to appear more family-friendly. In addition, the company can redesign the job to allow for a more flexible environment. This can include providing a network computer to work from home or on-site, or discounted membership to exercise facilities, on-site daycare. The supervisor needs to be able to show empathy to those who express potential work-family conflict, and an employee should be able to communicate with their supervisor without the fear of repercussions. Finally, work-family conflict can be prevented by ensuring employee satisfaction. Ask the employees how the company can make the employment more enjoyable and try to implement those suggestions that are more feasible. Job performance can be affected by many different factors. An organization is able to help to ensure job performance by following Murphy's list. According to Murphy's model of job performance, there are 8 categories that need to be considered: the paper pencil test, job skills, on-site hands-on testing, off-site hands-on testing, high fidelity simulations, symbolic simulations, task ratings, and global ratings. Considering this, if I were to develop a performance assessment program for employee development, I would create a system for the supervisors to track in each of the areas that can apply. For example, if a person specializes in sales, I would develop a computerized program that might be able to track the efficiencies of sales, both compared to the previous assessment and to others' employees, if the company is large enough. Customer satisfaction surveys, communication skills, and other areas the supervisor finds necessary to track. In addition, the supervisor should have quarterly meetings with the employees to inspire the employee to keep bettering themselves in the company. Areas such as customer service and efficiencies of sales should be automatically tracked using an algorithm, relieving some of the pressures of the supervisor. And the algorithm prevents errors and reviews such as biases and limits the chance to observe behaviors. Constraints are considered restrictions that may prevent a person from reaching their goals in the workplace. Some organizational constraints include low wages, unjust treatment, poor equipment, some rules and regulations, inadequate management, and unfair workload. This can lead to counterproductive behaviors because it can introduce and increase frustration. Frustration is directly linked to the perceived lack of control, which increases the chance of a person attempting to gain control through alternative behaviors. In this case, the behaviors may be done to disrupt or cause harm to the organization or its people. For example, according to several studies, lower wages are more strongly lead to theft or protest. Perception of fairness is important to maintaining an employee satisfaction. While organizational constraints may lead to frustrations, a person's personality may increase their susceptibility to acting on counterproductive behaviors. It is important for the organization to motivate their employees. One of the ways the organization can motivate their employees is to promote chances for autonomy. They could help to increase the sense of contribution by allowing the employee to make suggestions, as discussed in a previous question. And the sense of contribution helps to increase intrinsic motivation. Also discussed in question 1, it is important for the employee to feel that everything is fair in the workplace. Therefore, perceived unfair treatment or unjust treatment can lead to counterproductive behaviors.